This episode of the Lured Up podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community, and you can join our community of supporters on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers with various benefits, and all patrons will gain access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And with tiers as low as $1 a month, you can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon, podcasting, and the community here at the Pokemon Professor Network. Adam, let's do it.
All right, let's go, Ken.
What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 335 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. And this episode is streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, X, and Facebook. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Yo, ho, ho, Adam, yo.
Hey, trainers. Yo, ho, ho. Are we pirates?
We are pirating. Delmise is coming to the game, dude. I'm so fired up.
Delmise? Oh.
I'm so
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh
excited.
character.
I'm so excited.
Sure. I'm pretty sure.
No.
It's
Shout
a
out
Yu-Gi-Oh
to we are streaming this live, so shout out to everyone that's here in the chat already. Likeable Monster, Matty G, Chase Plays.
You.
Oh boy, what is Yugi gonna show up at Kaiba? Yo,
it's time to play Pokemon.
Anyone watching the live stream, my camera is acting oddly strange today. I'm all different colors. I'm like orange and blue, and I don't know what's going on with this setup today, but I'm like Jersey Shore tan right now, like GTL. I don't understand, but it is.
See, that's weird.
What
it's
is.
like, does mine look any
No,
weirder?
you're like a vampire. You're pale.
Can you see Score Bunny and like Delibird? They're just like floating around.
I can see Score Bunny and Delibird. But we got plenty to talk about on today's show, Adam. We're going to recap the last week of gameplay, including the Lunar New Year. We had the Legendary Flight event that took a couple weeks to finish up, and we had GMAX Kingler Max Battle Day. We have an absolute deluge of events coming on slate for the month of February. With the Road to Unova is going to be, climaxing with Go Tour Unova towards the end of the month. We'll be very, very busy. Strong Yet Small is happening right now, and it gives us a new shiny to chase. Community Day is next weekend on Super Bowl Sunday. Sports Ball, which seems to be like a trend for Niantic to throw an event on Super Bowl Sunday. I know it's global game, doesn't really matter, but it may make some football fans
you gotta take the attention and put it there.
I guess so. Hoopa Unbound makes its return mid-month with another raid day.
Do you think Pokemon Go will have a commercial?
They might. Maybe TCG Pocket will have a commercial. That'd be pretty awesome. Scatter to the Winds is looking to be an amazing event that will open the floodgate for the shiny Vivian chase. And if we remember when Vivian was first announced, it kind of brought the friendship mechanic to life. So I'm hoping that'll do the same with the shiny release. And then Go Tour LA is still on. For those that are not going, the Road to Unova begins on the 24th of February when we get our hands on the tour pass. Plenty going on, like an incredible amount of stuff going on this month. Just absolutely crazy. Remember, anyone in the chat, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means when you link your account, you get one free Twitch subscription a month, and we'd love it if you cashed it in on us. And if you're listening to the audio version and you want to check out the video, head over to our YouTube, and you can check out the VOD of this episode. Likeable Monster in the chat says flights booked, hotels booked, ready to roll. Yo,
Someone is ready to roll.
Dude, LA was a little questionable for a while. We're not going to be there, unfortunately, but it is exciting that the event is still going on. We'll talk about the announcement that Niantic just put out, partnering with the Rose Bowl, saying all systems go with the event. So, it is still happening. But Adam, let's start with your week. How was it? Did you play? What's the deal? And did you get to do any Kingler?
No Kingler, but I did see it.
It is in my decks as a silhouette.
No. Well, we'll talk about it, but I got to go to a friend's daughter's birthday party, and that was
Ooh,
fun.
how
I know that
old?
took a lot to come out.
How
She
old?
just turned 10. She just turned
Oh
10.
yeah. I had a 1-year-old
I know.
birthday the other day, so yeah, dude. I'm
And
that
it's
the
like,
cycle of birthdays like never ends when you're a parent.
and so, you know, I met Mike through Pokemon Go, and our kids are now friends and go to birthdays. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. And I'm really happy that happened,
Oh,
because
it's
now
good,
it's like
man.
I've got a lifelong friend, and I don't know. I need to actually like sit down with him on the podcast and have like a story time, because I feel like that needs to be said at some point, because Cast a Cubone, you the real MVP. And
Honestly,
I mean,
learning.
everyone in our
No,
Discord is
no,
amazing.
they are. But let's be real
I
here.
know.
Kasi the Cubone is an amazing storyteller, and he always has really good things to talk about. So yeah, I encourage this. I co-sign on that. I think that would be absolutely awesome to have a little talk with him. I did do some GMAX Kingler. We'll get into it in a bit. Red Band Crew came out in force. And yeah, I mean it was much easier than previous GMAXs that we saw, but we'll get there in a moment. Let's back it up a little bit to the legendary flight event,
Well,
which
let's
was
back it up even more.
where to what? How
I'll just
far?
just to tell you like my week. Basically, this week I caught a shiny Magikarp off of research, and I got
All
a
right.
100% Snivy, just randomly wild. Just was like,
Okay.
well,
Okay. That's nice. I've got like my shiny luck all went to Snivy this week for whatever reason. 3 shiny Snivy this week, 2 from the Go Plus. Shiny Ekans, shiny Onyx, all Go Plus. So yeah, I've had some decent shiny luck this week, but nothing terribly exciting. But Legendary Flight, 3-week long event with the rollout of Dynamax Legendary Birds, Articuno, Zapdos this last Monday, Moltres. How did this go for you? I know that we've talked about it over the last couple weeks. You're able to do 1 or 2 with Casa and the kids and stuff like that. So how did it go
so
with
we
Moltres?
took it down for Articuno, Zapdos, before I realized it, because it was President's Day or so, I don't know. There was some event, and Ashton wasn't in school, and I think in the sauce we got lost and did not come up with a plan, so we did not do Zapdos.
Okay.
I could have put in a little bit more effort with the community to try to see if I could get some people together.
We all could put in more
Didn't.
effort, right?
And same thing for Moltres. It was like a 2-hour delay or something like that, and for school, and it just I don't know. I was just out of whack, so it ended up we didn't do anything, and yeah, it felt bad. It felt bad to not do them.
It happens, man. It
Yeah.
totally happens. No, and it's real interesting with the rollout of the legendary birds, and there was a little bit of confusion in the beginning of people heard legendary, so they figured it would behave more like a GMAX. You need multiple people, but what it really came down to was only needing 4, which was pretty cool. And yeah, we had great turnouts. I mean, the Articuno, even though it was like, I don't know, 15 degrees out in Jersey that day. Alec Tuttle liking the stream. We had
brother.
we had
Let's go.
You look like your brother now that you're like clean shaven a little bit.
I know. He said that too. It's like you look like me.
It's so funny. But yeah, the cold weather couldn't really stop the IRL squad, so it was nice to have like 40 people out for Articuno, and the numbers kind of dwindled to Zapdos and Moltres, but to be honest, this was a very successful event. It kind of brought Max Mondays to life in Red Bank in Jersey here for us. But my concern is now that we have a whopping Squovet coming back on next Max Monday, like I have a feeling that this event is just going to be pretty much put to bed until something exciting comes up again. So the legendaries did it for us.
Something smaller though, because you can save your 800 or go above that if you plan it correct, and you can do a
couple
healthy amount of Squovet.
Yeah,
like,
but
I would still like to get the shiny.
But do you need an event for that though? You could do that
No,
any day of
but
the week on your own. Like, that's the thing. That's the
yeah,
difference.
but you have
Like,
to find them. You have to find them though. That's the difference.
yeah,
And sometimes it's like all I see on my nearby is literally Krabby and Machop, and it's like I know the GMAX like came out for Kingler, so it's like I had a lower drive for Krabby, so now it's like I don't care about Krabby.
yeah.
I don't care about Machop. I know Machamp has a GMAX, so it's like when that comes out, I'll get hyped for that. So it's I would like a Squovit. I would
Yeah.
like Wooloo
All right,
because
well,
those were the
you
two
might be on an
OGs.
island here, bro. You might be the only one.
I'm okay. I'm okay on this island.
Well,
I just that's what I need to tell everyone. My Cinderace is completely 100% powered up
wow, you're
and
excited
leveled
about
up
this.
all the way to the max on each
Nice.
of its GMAX moves or whatever it is. The
Nice,
spirit,
nice.
the strength, and the attack. So I'm pretty stoked on it.
No, that's awesome.
Until Cinderace GMAX comes out.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about Kingler, and there was some kind of funky stuff with Kingler here.
Well, you don't got to be so crabby about it.
I won't be that crabby about it, but I like how he has like this. Like, it looks like either a cloud or like some bubbly,
It's a mustache,
like the bubbly
like
beard
a goatee.
and
It
mustache.
is a goatee.
But GMAX Kingler Raid Max Battle Day. Yon Swanson, thanks for the follow. Appreciate y'all. Saturday, February 1st, this was. Now, here's the interesting thing. We had a timed research that was the lead-in to the Legendary Flight event and all this, where you had to complete max battles as one of the tasks. And what ended up happening was Kingler Max Battles did not count towards the task. So I was out with my squad. I got 7 done. Shout to Joe from Edison, New Jersey. I mean, they did 15, which was really awesome. Yeah, they crushed it. But even doing 15, they didn't complete their timed research because it didn't count towards it. Now, here's the trickle down of the problem, and I got this feedback from a lot of people. So you leave GMAX Kingler Day tapped out on particles, right? Because whatever you got, they had the increased limits, all that fun stuff with the ticket was great. But you're pretty much going to use all of your MP on the max battle day, right? That's the whole point. You want to do as many battles as possible. So you end up leaving the event with no max particles, and then Sunday, the following day, it's up to you to then recover those max particles, 800 to whatever you can get, 1100 for the day.
Well, if you walk, you can get an easy 300.
Well, sure. That's what I'm saying.
If
If you work it right, you can get that between 800 and 1100 for the day. But there was tasks to complete max battles, and there was tasks to power up max moves. So for someone like me, who did all the Kingler on Saturday, I then on Sunday was forced to use my max particles on low cost tier 1 max battles, power up a move or two, which then led me into Moltres Max Monday, but I couldn't go into the event with any MP because what I would have gathered on Sunday and rolled into Monday, I had to spend on doing tier 1s on Sunday so I could complete the research. So there was
that sounds like a skill issue.
Dude, it wasn't. So there's like...
Because you didn't have to do as many Kinglers as you did. You chose to do that many.
Sure. But the fact that I was
can assure you,
dude, I was put under pressure. I was put under pressure on the Sunday to fill in the gaps in the timed research. So I would have liked to come into Monday morning with 1,000 MP, so that way I could have done, a Moltres, gathered another 800, did the second Moltres, and been on my way. But it was a little bit of a weird nightmare. It took a lot of people off guard. Joe, again, I'll use him as an example, had filed a ticket with Niantic support saying like, yo, I did all these Kingler, it didn't count. They fixed it for him, and they completed the tasks in the research, and like,
wow.
So like, But I also heard stories of people saying that they wrote to support and weren't lucky and couldn't get that stuff. Or support was like, oh, it seems like you did your battles just fine. You have your Kinglers. And it's like, that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the tasks not completing. So
it's no, and it could have been automated. Like some of that stuff is automated. And if you worded it a certain way, it could look like that. And they could just say, oh, no, yep, we looked at the data, the photos.
A GMAX battle is a max battle. It should have counted.
That is correct.
It should have.
Correct.
Yeah, it should have counted.
I totally agree with you.
Which it totally didn't. So that was a little bit
like
of a
me
bummer.
And doing tier 1s, I finished it pretty early. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, I don't.
And it felt good. It felt good to get those like extra ones, but it also felt like it devalued the efforts that I put in. A little bit. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was exciting, don't get me wrong, to get them quote unquote free, but it felt bad a little bit. I was like, oh man.
No, it was it's a little bit of a bummer. It kind of like takes the wind out of your sails a little bit when you're like, I put in all the effort, everything should be done, and it wasn't. And then with it rolling into Moltres, it wasn't the best look.
And then you're super fire chicken.
Yeah.
Excited.
And I did a bunch of those and didn't get the shiny. I did not come across any Max Monday shinies, even though I played each Max Monday to the fullest and, did as many as we possibly could.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, all right.
RNG.
I'll take it. But we did just wrap up Lunar New Year, which on paper kind of was like a lackluster event. The spawns weren't that great. This for me was all about the lucky trades and becoming lucky with people on the friends list, which I did.
Oh yeah, Casted a Cubone and I got friends.
There, got lucky friends.
Yeah.
So I think I picked up like 6 or 7 lucky friends, something like that, even opening all the max gifts. But that was really cool.
And I did get a shiny Onyx. I did forget about that. I forgot Lunar New Year was part of this episode.
Yep. Timed research for $2. So when they have these paid tickets, for me, I'm really only interested in them when they have timed research along with it. Like if it's just some rewards, if the rewards don't stack up, or if it's just some encounters, things like that, I'm going to be much less interested in it than if it has an actual timed research. This one was okay. 2 lucky eggs, an incubator, and then some encounters. So you're at least getting some consumables that offset those costs. I don't mind. I still buy lucky eggs. I still get incubators in bundles and things like that. So I'll definitely use that.
You buy
stuff.
Lucky eggs?
Bro,
what
I
do you
buy
need the XP for?
Dude,
aren't you level 50?
I'm level 50. Hold up. Let me pull it up on the screen here. For the video viewers, I just crested 600 million XP. I just broke 6. I'm at 606, 435, 227. 227 is the place to be with Marla Gibbs and the family. No, that was a that I
223.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm still just addicted to the XP grind. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to front. A lot of that is friendship XP. So it's not like I'm out there, catching a ton of Pokemon. This is a lot of friendship XP. A lot of friendship XP for sure. But lucky trades.
You do roll through friends a lot, so
I do. I cycle through.
I tend to keep mine even if I don't know who they are.
Well, I only keep them if they're lucky friends or patrons. As soon as I become best friends with a Marlin Rando, you know what I mean? It's like, thanks, yo. See you in 90 days. We could refriend up if you want. But, if I add someone, like I'll put the open invite out on X or something like that, I'll get like 1,000. Like, I bet you I have requests right now. Look, I don't even know what these are old. I still got 19 requests in the hopper and my list is full. I had 100. I had 100 there. I just can't.
Must be nice to be so popular. I have no requests.
Oh, but I'll tell you what though, if you become my friend and I date everybody, I'll put a date on it. If you don't open that first gift within 3 days, you're out of here. Get lost. I'm off the list. Off the list. Bro, and then I'll put the request out in a couple months when I do my cycle. The same people will add me and it's like I'll give them another shot and they don't open the gift. I'm like, get out of here. Like, it's the worst. So, yeah, gotta be opening gifts, man. Gotta open them gifts up. All right, so
Oh
that was
yeah, like
the last week.
I added somebody psychic,
And
and I've sent them a gift, and they haven't said anything. They
yeah,
haven't
see,
opened it up.
so long, sucker.
All
I'd be
right,
out.
adios.
I'd be out. Oh, yeah, I was going for. Do you even have a full list? Who cares if your list isn't full?
I have 447.
Oh, your list is the popular one. See, I have 440 right now because I did boot some people. I like to keep some room open, but I also
I like to
have
keep like one spot open.
I have phantom friends from like Harry Potter that just screwed my friends list up because I can't. I either had like a invite out that takes up a space or something like that. So I'm bummed. I'm bummed. But
Well,
very exciting week closing out January and leading into February. And February is just as bonkers as it is. But we're in the small yet strong event right now. And this brings us Shiny Nimble and Double Catch XP. So yeah, give me that XP.
can I just tell you this?
What?
It says on here, Wednesday, February 5th at 10 a.m. to Saturday, February 8th at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
local time. Event bonuses 2 times catch XP, and then increased chance to encounter extra small and extra large Pokemon in the wild. Okay.
Right.
That's very bland and blank. And they have said that before. And I kid you not, I have all of my excess space right now is just completely filled with extra small and extra large. I have never had such an influx of sized Pokemon,
Dude.
even in other events that they say, "Oh, there's an increased chance for that." No, it's like Pumpkaboo. Like this is more
I know.
than Pumpkaboo.
All right.
I don't know what's going on, but this is like way more than I've ever seen.
But why wouldn't they have extra small showcases? Like this is the perfect opportunity to have extra small showcases.
That's what I was thinking. And so I'm saving all these extra smalls, and it's like, why am I saving any of these smalls at all if you can't use them? So I don't know. It feels weird because I've got so many, and it's like every other Pokemon I touch, it's huge.
Yeah,
tiny.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I hate when you're transferring.
I can't tell what size it is.
The extra large get mixed in with like the legendaries and Dynamax. Like it's so annoying because it's like, no, I don't want to get rid of the legendary that you have there or whatever, but get rid of those extra smalls. It's so annoying.
And then it's like I keep catching them, and I've never. Okay, so even with this being said, okay, let's just cut out that it says extra small. Okay, it says increased chance to encounter extra large Pokemon. Now, normal events, I'll catch a Pokemon and it's extra large, and it's the blue, which means like it's not the biggest that you've caught before.
Yeah.
So I've caught so many. Like I caught a Tynamo. It's the biggest I've ever gotten. And I'm like, we had a community day, and there's another event where it was in the pool. So it's like, how? Like, it doesn't make sense. And it's like, I just got an extra large Flabébé. Like, these are all like gold. Like, these are all the ones that are biggest. And I'm like, I just caught you. How are you the biggest?
Yeah.
So it's very confusing as I have all of these Pokemon that are so big that I should have already had them. So it's just very confusing. I don't understand if these are similar to like shiny Pokemon where there's a chance, why is it so intense?
Yeah.
It feels more than a community day.
Yeah, Joe in the chat says we really need the size sort in the main sort filters. Yeah, for sure. Like let me be clear of what the sizes are here. So
quality of life update.
Bro,
needed
I am
right there.
so orange right now on camera. I apologize.
Aren't you glad?
Dude,
Ken and I are podcasting right now.
I'm not. You're like so white and pasty, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm looking like either I was in the sun too long or I'm from like the other side of the world. But yeah, this event is okay.
Mars?
Maybe Mars. This event is okay. Burmese are a shiny chase for a lot of people, so that's a pretty fun little.
I don't
chase.
understand. Like, if there's no trees in the background, why is this thing like shooting up? Burmese just like to climb. They like just jump up. It's like I don't think that's how.
Bro,
that
that's
works.
like the fish Pokemon
come
swimming in midair. You have to suspend the belief, just completely and be like, what are you holding on to, Burmy? You're just kind of dangling there. What are you even touching? Nothing. Not touching anything.
It's like I am trash. I'm trash cloak Burmy. I'm trash cloak Burmy. Watch out.
Community Day is coming up this Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday. I am not a sports fan, really. I played football in high school, so I
But you gotta watch the commercials.
I'm excited for the Puppy Bowl, but I am hosting a Super Bowl party for my family, for Sarah's family here at the house, which is hilarious because neither of us have watched a single football game all year, but we love parties and food and stuff. So we're having a party. So I'm not even going to be able to play. I'm going to be like incensed. I'm going to be like, sorry guys, I got to walk the dog again. It's like, bro, you've been walking the dog a lot the past 3 hours, but, this is a pretty cool community day.
You go out, walk the dog, and you come back without the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I gotta go get the dog.
Carablast and Shelmet. I like this because this is great for trades post-event, to save people on candy.
What two teams are in the Super Bowl right now?
The Chiefs and the Eagles. So,
okay.
Yeah, not that I can
was gonna
go
say,
into any further detail. It's like Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team and then the team from Philly. That's it. That's all I know. All
right, so when Taylor Swift's team wins and then she gets proposed to,
you think so? Can you imagine? They interview him like instead of I'm going to Disney World, it's like, oh, Taylor, the mother. Oh, so funny.
Gets down on one knee. Let's go. All right.
So funny.
So
Carablast and Shelmet.
These two.
Yep. Featured attacks.
I just think it's funny because you wear a helmet.
Shelmet.
Football. So it kind of makes sense. And they're two different teams. Like, which team are you playing for? Are you going after Carablast or are you going after Shelmet?
You know what? I didn't even think of that parallel. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll go with that. But Excadelier will learn Razor Shell.
Choose your raid or choose your community day.
Aselgor will learn Energy Ball, which is kind of cool. There will be the $2 special research. A lot of people upset about the $2 special research. What are your thoughts on this?
If you're going to spend $2 on a bag of chips and then $2 on some salsa, you might as well spend $2 on this ticket.
But how much of a kind of flip the table over in anger is this going from paying $1 for research to $2 for research? Does this? Well, and it's a special research. It's not even a timed research. It's special research at that point. It doesn't expire.
Yeah, but you can just choose to not purchase it.
Of course you can.
For routes, I didn't care to. I didn't need the extra candy. Anything.
Do we need anything in this game?
Need that? No. I'm just saying, this.
Littlest Sparkle says, "I'd rather the chips." You can affront. Give me them chips too, bro. Hell yeah.
Do they have a hint of lime? If they have a hint of lime, I'm going after the chips too.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't even need the salsa at that point.
Let me tell you, bro, we're like that dude from Jurassic Park when it comes to how we're catering our party. We're going to Lavodi's Market, which is this amazing spot in Middletown here that has just top shelf high end bougie food. The whole everything. We're getting everything from this place. It's we're gonna have all this fancy ass food, but then we're also gonna do pigs in a blanket. Chips and stuff.
That's one of Chanel's key things that she likes to make.
But then you better believe that I'm gonna have my arugula and fig focaccia from Lavodi's Market along bougie food. It's gonna be awesome. But
listen, I made the most non-bougie shepherd's pie. It's my fake meat, my corn, and potatoes.
So, I don't think it's that big a deal that the timed research went from $1 to a $2 special research. It is what it is.
I think it's only a big deal if you don't think about inflation, if you do think about inflation, I guess you can make it a big deal.
It's a triple XP event.
Just sell a Pokemon card, okay? Everyone's doing it. You might as well sell a Pokemon card and then buy this $2 special research ticket.
Joe in the chat says fig jelly cheese board. Let me tell you, bro. Also doing a cheese board.
Hot pepper jelly cream cheese dip. Let's go.
A meat and cheese board. I got my triple cream going. I got some smoked Gouda. You know, I'm not playing, bro.
I got my tofurkey slices.
Bro, I'm not playing, man. I'm not playing. We do have.
You just gotta get the sealed
fig
package.
jam,
a cookie cutter.
I've got some
Make your own
fig and orange spread, bro. Bougie, just straight bougie. It's gonna be amazing. But triple XP. You know, we talk about how. Can we talk about the freaking game?
Shoot, the game.
Triple Stardust is usually something that brings a bunch of people out, right? So we have triple XP. A lot of new trainers. They really appreciate XP events, and people like me that, you know, even at 600 million XP, it's like I want a billion XP. Like, why not? But double catch candy also, which is good for these Pokemon. If you don't trade them, they cost a lot to evolve, so that's good stuff. There will be field research, showcases, event bundles, stickers, all that kind of good stuff, and Community Day activations. One thing I do want to talk about with the community, with the campfire activations, is that the community member medal, right? That's a big thing that people are really working for if they're an IRL trainer, where they want to check into these ambassador events so they can work on that medal, because you got to get 100 check-ins to get the platinum. But the problem
that's a couple.
Yeah, but the problem is check-ins for events like Max Monday, Spotlight Hour, or Raid Hour that don't give you a research, that it's just a check-in and like, hey, thanks for checking in, don't count towards the medal. So it's a little bit of a bummer.
That doesn't make sense, because some of those events, you need people for a sizable amount of time, especially Max Monday going after Moltres. You need people
for sure. So I mean, there was people like on the phone with people on the ground that were like, oh, it doesn't count towards the medal, I'm not coming out. Like, so that the medal is a grind for some core trainers, and I just think that it should count. I really do, because I don't know, there's no clarification of why it wouldn't count, but what we've come up with, what our belief is that when you check into a community day or something like a Go Tour or a wild area, it gives you a research. It gives you that branching research on community day. That's kind of what triggers that medal, I'm assuming. But, you know, the ambassadors can create 3 events during the week. So if you've got something going on the weekend plus 3 during the week, that's 4 a week. You know, it could still take you, you know, a year or something like that to get to 100. So, you know, it's just an interesting thing. But I do like this community day. I just I'm not going to be able to play it to its full potential. All right, one more, and again, there's so much events that we just have to blitz through this news. We'll talk about one more, and I'm excited about this before we take a break, and that's going to be the beloved
Blue
Buddies.
Eyes White Dragon.
No, but we were talking a couple weeks ago about pirate Pokemon, and they were like, "There's no pirate Pokemon, dude." Delmise is like the absolute pirate Pokemon. You know,
and Chatot, right?
And Chatot, that's a great combo. You know, hook them up
or
in a
Squawkabilly.
Well, yeah, but what's available though? But put him in, or even Crabrawler. But put him in a nice Pokemon playground. Take some shared AR shots. That'd be really, really, you know, chef's kiss.
I actually think in the future it would be really cool to see an evolution of Delmise, because
turns into a pirate ship.
It's already a ghost type. It's like a grass ghost. So why not, when it evolves, you know, maybe the anchor is more like dropped and it's more of a chain that's attached to the wheel.
Ooh, cool.
The wheel portion
drags up behind it or something.
No, it kind of like projects like a boat, like kind of projects like a pirate ship.
Interesting.
So it's like, it looks big,
ghostly, like a ghost boat.
Yeah. You know how like Wishy-Washy, where it's like you've got the little tiny like normal form, but then you've got it's in school form, and
it has the silhouette is the big whale. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that'd be cool.
I feel like that could be something.
It could be like the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So the blog says, strengthen bonds and embrace harmony with the beloved Buddies event. This is Tuesday, February 11th. So again, Community Day is on Sunday the 9th. We have vanilla spawns on the Monday. We have a Max Monday. And then beloved buddies on Tuesday the 11th through Saturday the 15th. So a little bit of a longer event. More XP. Double XP for the event. Lure modules last an hour. And then there's a lure module spawn shakeup. I like this because, every event we're throwing down lures. And it's going to be nice to see some different stuff. Fomantis, Cutiefly, Dunsparce. I love seeing Dunsparce in the wild. Shot to Wendy's Queen again. But Slowpoke, Shelter, Diglett, all good stuff coming from lure modules. And 500 additional Stardust for catching the following: Diglett, Slowpoke, Shelter, Dunsparce, Cutiefly, Fomantis. So this is an opportunity to really rake in the XP and the Stardust if you're grinding.
Us to sit and grind. That's what this is.
I like
That's what this event is. Hang out with your friends and grind.
Yep. Delmise, the Sea Creeper Pokemon, will make its debut. And then we're going to look here in Wild Counters, and I'm going to see all these Pokemon, but guess who I don't see? Delmise. Another event where the new Pokemon that's being released is not in the wild. And we talked about this last week.
Well, it's exciting. It's kind of like Druddigon. Have we seen Druddigon in the wild?
Dude, I got a Druddigon on my daily adventure in Sense the other day.
Have we seen Drampa in the wild?
No, but that's the problem. They're debuting and then they get gated. And Delmise is in 3-star raids. Now, 3-star raids aren't necessarily the most exciting thing. A new follower, C2C2C2R2D2, thank you. That's not your name, it's just C2 and a bunch of stuff.
But it's a 3-star raid. It kind of feels like Druddigon.
Yeah. No, I get it, Drampa. I mean, dude, I've done a bunch of Clink 1-stars this week. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't mind. The 3-stars, in my opinion, always need help because there's never the excitement level is always the weakest. It's like a 5K egg. It's just I'm never too excited for it.
Yeah, it's like Slowbro and Hippowdon. Like, really?
I'm not doing those. If I'm doing any 3-stars, it will only be Delmise. I don't
understand why they wouldn't give us more like water themed Pokemon. I understand a Hippo is kind of water and Slowpoke's kind of water. I don't know. I feel like Ghost, more spooky stuff. Like, give us Galarian Corsola.
Yeah. 5-star raids, Enamorus coming available for the first time since its Elite
the Valentine's
Raid
Pokemon
debut. Yep, this is going to be crossing over Valentine's Day. This is good because a lot of people that couldn't complete the Elite Raids, they couldn't remote into Elite Raids. Now they have an opportunity to not only grind it on the ground, but also remote into it. So is what it is. Well,
now that I'm saying that out loud, is
what?
It weird that the wild encounters, I don't see Love Disc?
There is no Love Disc. Wow, no Love Disc. Interesting.
Well, okay. Now that I'm saying this out loud, it could be like they're holding it for Valentine's.
Yeah, or it might be in field research or something like that because it says event themed. I don't know. Maybe it's in field research. Collection challenge showcase is also associated with this, but I just do think it's interesting that they are really, really, really pushing XP events, and I think this is people trying to get where they want to be from an XP perspective on the road to Unova, right? They want to be able to flex on Unova. I think this is a good opportunity. Also, it's kind of a reward. Events like Unova Tour will bring new trainers that are going to be starting from scratch. So, existing trainers, you got a little bit of a boost here, which is pretty cool. All right, we have still plenty more to talk about on today's episode.
Yeah, I just looked at the notes. I was like, oh, yeah, it's still going.
There's a lot, but we're going to take a quick break.
I'm upset with that.
No, dude, a lot of this stuff is stretching out to the end of the month, so we don't have to go into too much detail, but now we're starting to get towards the Unova Tour and the road to Unova and the Tour Pass. There's so much exciting stuff happening this month. It's wild, and I'll pull up a calendar so we can, we've talked in the past couple episodes of just how wild these event calendars have become, and February by far is up there with some of the most busy gameplay that we've seen out of the game. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk Hoopa and the rest of February, including the Tour Pass, which I'm psyched for. We'll be back right after this.
All right,
what's
nap time.
up, Joe? Joe says, I already picked one up via Kool-Aid Man. people still sleep on being able to jump into people's raids off the friends list. That is a wonderful feature. That is an absolutely awesome feature.
Yes.
Because especially if you're hunting a specific Pokemon or a shiny from a raid and it's like you don't have any in your area, you could just monitor your friends list and be like, oh snap, I really need that shiny Clink. You know what I mean? He's in a Clink raid.
We'll just wait till New Zealand goes live
and everything breaks
on the 10th here, and we'll jump into people's Delmise raids.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I don't necessarily need to take any kind of extended break here, so we can rock and roll.
I'm gonna take a sip of water here.
I don't have any drinks by me. I'm unprepared because I was trying to fix my orange camera, which I failed at, and I don't want to get up because I might be business on top, but it's a party down below, so I ain't getting up.
Listen, I just have my. You probably can't even see it. Just my PJ bottoms.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do that. Surprise! Hold your leg up, like that dude on TikTok.
If I lifted my leg up, it would be. I don't know. Hang on. Oh, I can't even do it. I'm too fragile. I'm too old. Too fragile.
I don't want to scare people with my Hobbit feet on screen. Anyway, if you want to see my Hobbit feet, you gotta pay. All right, you ready to do this?
Yes, let's go.
You see Casa de Cubone's feet in our wonderful bathroom shiny channel in the Discord. He had a great shot. It was a great one. You don't know what you're missing out there, and I'm telling you, give us the buck on Patreon so you can join the Discord just to see the special shiny channel that we've had. Dude, we've had that channel in there for 8 years. It's unbelievable. There's some history in that channel. A lot of exposed toes and kneecaps and thighs. It's very interesting. Picture it didn't happen, bro. Picture it didn't happen. Amazing. All right, you ready to get back into this?
I mean, I did already say I was ready, so now I'm just waiting on you.
Okay. And we are back.
We're back.
I did it quickly,
back.
Adam.
According to Ken, we're back.
I didn't give you a
it's
chance.
Okay. You didn't need to
do
give me.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
I didn't need a chance.
I know. I didn't give you any chances.
There's a second chance.
I didn't give you any chances.
I'll take a second.
I was filled with bliss. We want to take a moment to recognize some of our patrons. Huge thanks to our gym leaders, Ben, Halda Counselor, Joseph, who's in the chat, Kimberly, Matthew, Noggin Dude, and Sushi Slayer. Thank you so much. Special thanks to our executive producer, Xander, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread and Kate the Cons. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for everywhere you can connect with the show. Grab some merch, leave us reviews, send us a message, and of course, check out all the other wonderful shows on the Pokemon Professor Network over at PokemonProfessor.com. All right, let's get right back into this, man, because we still got a lot to cover. Hoopa Unbound coming back.
Probably too much to cover.
It's
Might as well
fine.
end the podcast.
It's fine. All right, thank you. Good night. Hoopa Unbound Raid Day, Saturday, February 15th. Again,
Isn't this when the event ends for the other one?
This is
Or
exactly
in the
what.
middle of it?
Yeah, dude, we have all this overlapping stuff, and when I'm gonna pull up a calendar in a bit so we can visualize everything that we have going on, which is absolutely crazy. But Hoopa Unbound will appear more frequently in 5-star raids. I love raid days. It's a perfect blend. I say this all the time. I'm an advocate for these events. Perfect blend of free-to-play and paid-play options. If you go into the event with your with a carryover pass, so you have 2 passes for the day, plus you get 5 for free on the day. 7 raids as part of the event. This could be an hour.
Are you telling me this isn't an elite raid?
Nope. You can go do it just like Enamorous. It'll be available in 5-star. Hoopa Unbound will be in 5 stars during the event. But yeah, the remote raid pass limit will be up to 20. So again, if you are balling like that, says the guy buying a Fig Burrata tray. Event ticket, $5 will get you the 8 additional passes plus 50% more XP and double dust from raids, and that kind of stretches out over the night. I just love these events. Hoopa is a Pokemon that may be a holdout for a lot of the newer trainers. This is just an opportunity to get a legendary. Is Hoopa mythical? Is Hoopa mythical? Oh man, I'm slacking in my. Hold up, hold everything.
Knowledge. All I have is the Hoopa, the normal one. So this one I do not have.
You don't have Hoopa Unbound? Okay, Hoopa is
No,
mythical.
because it was an elite raid, and I told you I ain't doing that.
Pulling up my hold
because
up.
remember they broke.
Yeah.
Remember the game? It wasn't doing the thing it was supposed to do.
What do you mean? Of course it was. So I'm pulling up my phone on screen real quick. I am sitting on 7 Hoopa Unbounds right now, plus my normal one. Are you surprised? But no, Hoopa is definitely cool. I just love the design of this Pokemon, and I'm a fan of the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen the Hoopa movie, but it's
I actually haven't.
It's a good one. It's definitely a good one. But no, raid days are definitely a positive for me. I really enjoy this stuff, and that's coming Saturday, February 15th. Moving on, this is the big one I'm really hyped for. This is the Scattered to the Winds event, which is all about Scatterbug, the Scatterbug line, trading or sending gifts to friends, getting the different regions. When this first came out, it energized the friendship. People were creating discords just for friendship. You had people from across the world connecting with each other, sharing gifts. This is absolutely awesome. And one of the cool things is if you do routes and you do a gift exchange.
I got a gift from Tokyo today.
There you go. Do your routes, because this is an opportunity to get foreign gifts, which can lead you to different regional Vivian, which is really cool.
Quick question. Did we talk about the Zygarde little like mini event that happened with the routes?
Oh, we didn't talk about that, and they screwed that up. They had to implement a hotfix on that. Let's talk about that really quick. So there was a timed
because
research,
I
right?
didn't do any of that. I like saw it. It's like 12 hours left. I'm like, I'm going to bed. Like,
no, they had a route based or a Zygarde based timed research that would reward Zygarde cells. Now, here's the thing: if you're active in routes and you have a max amount of Zygarde cells, and the timed research is trying to pay out Zygarde cells, and you've reached your limit, it prevented you from being able to claim the research. It was horrible. So they actually had to up the limit of Zygarde cells to allow you to accept more, so you can close out the research. Because a lot of people were like, "Yo, what do you mean I can't select this? I'm at Mac. You're punishing me for being a hardcore player." So they did have to fix that on the fly. But
wow, I didn't know that. But I'd be curious to see like how many trainers completed it versus how many didn't complete it. I have a feeling the number is higher on the didn't complete it.
Yeah, I got me Zygarde leveled up to 40 here, and I'm sitting on 162 Zygarde cells right now. So, yeah, Zygarde's a cool Pokemon. But this Vivian event is going to be pretty exciting. Again, double XP, but Vivian flutters in. Scatterbug, Spupa, Vivian make their shiny debuts, and again, open a gift. Pin, unpin. That's typically the style I do. Pin, unpin, move on to the next. Pin, unpin, move on to the next. In the wild, you ready? Caterpie, Pidgey, Spearow, Wurmple, Starly. Yo, Caterpie and Pidgey in the wild. Never thought I'd say it. I'll take them. Bring them in. Bring them in. Love it.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Field research, a $5 timed research that gives dust, candy, an avatar pose, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and more. It's got research. I'm a
hope
sucker.
The more is an increase to your postcard book.
Oh man!
Like,
why wouldn't they
not
throw
be
a postcard
part of
page in here? That would have been an awesome line item.
Makes no sense.
That would have been an awesome line item.
It's not worth the $5 because of that fact.
Wow. This is a pretty cool avatar pose, though. Checking the mail. It's got a little map, and a pen. It's like, let's see. Let's go here. But Joe says no cowboy hat Caterpie. Nope, not this time. Sorry, Mike Nerdlaw.
Listen, I'm waiting for cowboy hat Weedle. Cowboy hat Weedle.
Oh, boy. Collection challenge. Now, here's another big one. The Lucky Exchange. It says the number of guaranteed lucky Pokemon a trainer can receive in a trade has been increased from 25 to 35. This only applies if you have currently or have received less than 35 lucky Pokemon total, not just from this event, not just from anything, in total. If you've had more than 35 lucky Pokemon, don't even worry about this. But this will increase it in Totodile. But also an increased chance of if you have Pokemon that are 2029 and older, those have drastically increased chances of becoming lucky when you trade them.
2029? That's
did I say 29? To future. We're in the future. 2019. But
okay.
No, this is. I just think that this opens up a really awesome chase. I'm excited to follow JT Valor. I know that he did the global Furfrou thing, which was amazing with getting the full shiny line. I think this is going to be an exciting chase. You know, it took me a long time to get all of the Vivian because of that Sandstorm one. It just took me. I just had such trouble getting that, but I'll pull up on screen real quick. I do have the entire Vivian family here. A couple hundos too. But
I don't think I've evolved mine.
This is an awesome chase. Like, I absolutely love this chase. I just think it's so fun to fill this out, and I can't wait chasing down these shinies. Now, how do you do you still do the pin unpin thing? Like when you open your gifts, like, is that part of your routine?
Sometimes I forget to pin and it feels bad afterwards because I'm like, that one was from Germany. I definitely needed that one.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them are from like New Hampshire, New Jersey.
Dude,
New Hampshire.
Every 100% of gifts I open, I do the pin unpin. It's just part of the routine. It's part of my process. And a lot of people don't know this. You can also pin your own gifts, up to 3 of your own gifts per day. So if you want to get your own regions Vivian, you could do that in 6 days or whatever, how many days it'll take. Just pin unpin. You could pin up to 3 of your own gifts per day. So I'm pretty hyped on this event. I just think it's going to be a nice long-term chase. We don't have a lot of long-term stuff in this game where the chase takes a while. So I'm pretty excited for that. All right, let's move to Unova Tour, which is, again, we're getting a couple weeks out here, but it's worth prepping for the event, especially with inventory management, item management. Start prepping now. I'm trying to, my inventory levels, I haven't maxed out my bags since this last increase, because I have a feeling before Go Tour there's going to be bundles and stuff like that, so I'm kind of holding out. But I got my Manscaped shirt on. Your balls will thank you. My balls are looking really good right now. Hold on, there it is. I'm coming over. I have over 3,000 Ultra Balls right now. So let's get I want to go into the event with like 1,000 Pokeballs, and I'm going to try to hit 3,500 Ultra Balls, so that way I could play the entire event with Ultra Balls with just reckless abandon, just throwing and catching and not worrying about it. But it's going to be here before you know it. So start prepping and managing your inventory, and that means, maybe going through and getting rid of all those extra small, extra large Pokemon that you don't need.
Yeah, my inventory needs a lot of work. A lot of work. Because I'm so like obsessed with, I got to keep the extra small and I got to keep the extra large. Like, yeah, I just keep getting them, and I can't get rid of them.
Yeah, I've gone down to keeping
like
2.
Mental block.
I keep 2 of everything. 2 extra smalls, 2 extra large. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's like it's having like a quadruple living dex. It's just a lot of storage. But the road to Unova kicks off on the 24th. So again, we're still 19 days away here. But that's when the Tour Pass is going to be coming. So the Tour Pass is really, really exciting. I'm hyped for this. But we're going to be able to get our Victini, Shiny Meloetta. There's a lot of like big stuff happening. And then we have our paid tickets. And you have, remember, the Tour Pass is free. There's a free option. You could start earning rewards to it on the 24th. But you could also buy some paid ticket add-ons, $5 Unova Raid event ticket, $5 Hatch event ticket. that give you some. The hatch one I like because it gives you regionals, so this is a cool way to get your hands on some regionals. But plenty of XL candy in the raid ticket, which is nice. So give you some options here if you feel like spending. Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, so you got some starters here. Not terribly exciting from the spawn pool, but that's not really what this event is about. Genesect all coming back in 5-star raid, so you could go for that shiny chase if you're looking to get one of every drive. With their moves, a bunch of moves that you can kind of evolve into with Reshiram and Zekrom and stuff like that as we prep. Again, this is still the road to Unova Tour. Backgrounds, of course, eggs, Shelmet, Larvesta still in there, Pyroblast, Timber. Half hatch distance with eggs. That's nice when you pair it with that hatch ticket. Timed research. There's so much going on with this event. They really stepped up how much is going to be happening leading into Unova Tour. There will be a big old timed research, some avatar items and stickers. The Pokedex update, which actually went live and then got pulled back. Did you see the new Pokedex?
Yeah.
I
went into it and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't what I was looking at.
It's good and bad, in my opinion. I like that you could click on a Pokemon, like you could click Pikachu, and then it'll show you every version of Pikachu that's available, so you have like a mini Pikachu dex and things like that. So that was pretty cool. Update to Pokemon encounters. And check this out. It says, in efforts to improve access to gameplay for trainers in the lead up to Go Tour Unova, you may notice Pokemon appearing in a greater variety of areas. With this update, Pokemon will appear in even more places than before. In densely populated rural, suburban, or rapidly expanding areas, this may increase the number of both Pokemon encounters and areas where Pokemon appear overall. So what this is pretty much telling us is that spawn points will be updated, and I believe this might already be live because there was a couple weeks ago.
I've seen a lot of new ones recently.
Yeah, so if this is going to be further developed starting on the 24th, I am hyped because we had our first OpenStreetMap sync since 2019 a couple weeks ago, and that helped, refresh the locations of spawn points. You had things that were maybe tagged inappropriately in OpenStreetMap, construction zones, school zones that aren't school zones anymore. All that stuff got updated, so new things started popping up. But if they're actually going to be increasing beyond that, this is awesome. Give me more spawns. Like, I want more. So that's a pretty exciting feature. But really, the Tour Pass is going to be very exciting for a lot of people. This might be controversial. I love the Battle Pass process. I just think that it's cool and really drives engagement and drives daily gameplay, which, if I was Niantic, that would be a focus of mine. I would want to make sure that my users are logging in every single day. And starting on the 24th, yep, you get that free Tour Pass. And then now we're not even talking about buying a ticket for Unova Tour. You have some pretty expensive options here to get yourself the premium track of the Tour Pass. So, normal Tour Pass, free, right? But if we scroll down and we look at our pricing, you could buy the Tour Pass Deluxe. It says an encounter with the mythical Pokemon Victini, so they're gating Victini there. All trainers can encounter Victini via the Tour Pass, even if they've caught it before. Encounters with event-themed Pokemon, avatar item, and the Lucky Trinket, which forces the Lucky Trade, which is kind of cool. $15. Pretty expensive ticket. Isn't that what, like, GoFests go for, or was GoFest $20? I don't remember.
I think GoFest was probably like $25.
$1 million. But then Go Tour Pass Deluxe, which plus 10 ranks, which bumps you up to out of the gate. You're at rank 10, so you get a bunch of free stuff, quote unquote, $20. Again, exclusive to the Unova Tour event ticket price. So, Littlest Sparkle says GoFest was not $20. Was it 25? See, man, this is first world problems when we get hooked up from Niantic for free tickets. I don't even know what the ticket cost. But this is a lot of money.
Doesn't matter what it costs. We're still buying it.
Sure, it will. But this is a lot of money for stuff leading up. Are the rewards worth it? I'm not sure. We don't exactly know what they're going to be paying out. Maybe if we were to look closely in this little animation here, we can get a better idea of what they give out. But I'm seeing incense in there, encounters in there. But I just like the battle pass process. I think this is going to really drive engagement, and that's pretty important. I really do dig that. We don't have to talk about global Unova Tour too much because it is almost a month out. But Unova Tour in LA is happening. Niantic said that they worked closely with the Rose Bowl management to make sure that this is all going to be good. I know that a lot of people were holding off and they're scrambling to get Airbnbs now, which is even more difficult because of all the displaced people from Los Angeles that are in Airbnbs. So prices have gone up. So, there's a lot of stuff here that's kind of tough. And of course, our hearts go out to everyone that was affected by the fires. But, this is a glimmer of hope, right? This is nice that we can, still have a place that people can go to be themselves and cut loose and have fun, even though there was, some tragedy in the area. One last thing before we go, I'm going to pull up the official Lured Up Google Calendar, which is going to look a little funky on a short screen here. But there's a lot going on this month. There's seriously a lot going on. And you can see in this, if you're watching this in video, I have everything kind of laid out. And there's some days where there's multiple stuff going on, where you've got Dynamax Pokemon, you've got Legendary Pokemon, Mega Pokemon, Shadow Pokemon on the weekends, and Community Days. There could be 5 separate things that you could do on a weekend day, which is nuts. So Littlest Sparkle is asking if this is a public calendar. This is tied to my Lured Up Gmail account, which is luredup@gmail. However, if you want access to this calendar, you can get it. Just shoot me a DM or message me in any way, and I will share the link so you can add this calendar to your Google Calendar.
That's very kind of you.
Yep. And I even go into detail, like when you click into the events, I have the details of like what DMAX Pokemon are available during that cycle, and things like that. So, it's a really nice resource. It really helps you visualize what's going on. And, you could always pull up your calendar that morning and see what's available to do that day. So we will be using this and utilizing this going forward. Or you could
just listen to Good Morning Johto.
Yes, that'll keep you. That's a good way.
Keep you up to date daily.
Yeah. But, dude, such an incredibly news-heavy show. We have so much going on. This is never going to stop, right? Like, this momentum and pacing will just never chill. It's never going to chill.
Yes.
Is it too much?
I am very aware.
Is it too much?
I mean, it feels like we had some good laughs, but it also feels like it was just like stuff.
I think it's the weekends. It's the weekend, like reservation events. Be here from 2 to 5. Be here from 2 to 5. Like,
yes,
that's tough, man. And then during the week, it's like, the addition of Max Mondays are great, but like me getting out of work at 5 o'clock,
like I think,
and then going home for 2 seconds, jumping back in the car, and going out again for an hour. It's like, that's tough, man. It's like
that doesn't resonate with me.
No, especially like I'm a cook, right? So it's like I cook dinner for the family every day. So it's like I come home and it's like, sorry, y'all, you gotta wait till 7 o'clock to eat, because I'm gonna be out catching Pokemon, So that's definitely a lot to deal with.
And is that something that like you can confidently say, like, yeah, I told everybody that, and then I came out and played Pokemon.
Yeah,
so
I know. No, it's definitely tough. It's definitely tough. The weekends are one thing, but man, I haven't really gone to an organized raid day or spotlight hour in a while, just because I'm dedicated to the weekend events. So I really want to give those weekday time to the family so I can make sure that I'm spending, having sit down dinners. Like, I'm big on having a sit down dinner. Like, I'm having scheduled sit down dinner times during the week, because it's like, I need everybody at the table. Like, if you're not here, we're going to have problems. So it's like trying to get that going to maintain work-life balance, content life balance, gameplay life balance. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle, especially
Yeah.
being a creator. So when you look at these
Yeah, like
calendars,
Ashton and I went out to the like the local, like the lake pond area by the house, and I just wanted for us to spend time and like just skate, just us. And it's covered in snow, so I have to shovel, and it's been like the last snowfall we had, it was toppled by a little bit of rain, so it compacted a lot of the snow. I
yeah,
mean, I was able to shovel it off, but like, I posted a reel on Instagram, and then we skated for like 3 hours. Well,
dude.
we were around there for 3 hours.
Let me tell you, man. When you sent me those pictures of Ashton skating on the pond and seeing the look on his face, I was just like, yeah, see, man, this is what it's all about. Like the balance of life and everything else and family is so paramount to what we do here. I was proud of you, man, and I saw the look in his face, and I was just like, dude, like this kid is on in cloud nine right now. This is the coolest thing ever. I have to put so much effort forth to rally the troops in my house because everyone's got stuff going on. My son's 16 now. He's got friends and, wants to be on the computer and be on voice chat with his friends and everything like that. And it's like, it really takes a lot of effort. So, we encourage everyone to play the heck out of this game, right? But, you can't forget the important stuff. You don't want to damage relationships. You don't want to mess with work schedules and family schedules. Is super important. So just make sure.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's
that
like I
you're doing it.
want to post content and stuff, but sometimes it's just I'm focused on family.
It's a challenge, man. You got to be like me. Just sacrifice sleep.
Well, see, I tried that, and then I don't wake up, or I hurt myself because I did that. Yeah,
I'm I'm up at 5:45, 6 o'clock every single day. No matter what time I go to bed. So, like last night I was in bed by 11:30. That's like absolutely unheard of for me. I was like, this is amazing. I'm going to get 6 hours of sleep. I was like, I'm going to get 6 hours of sleep. Like, this is great. But, we appreciate it, everyone. But thank you so much for checking out the show. We really do appreciate it. Remember, if you are listening to the audio and you want to check out the video, head over to YouTube. If you're watching the video and you want to catch back up on the audio, that'll hit podcatchers on Friday, the 7th. So thank you again, Adam. Is that a show?
Ken, I think that's a show.
Thank you.
We've accomplished what we came here to do tonight.
Fantastic. You can send us an email at luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. You can leave us a text or a voicemail, 732-835-8639. Check out pokemonprofessor.com for everywhere that you can connect with us. Thank you so much. Keep training, trainers. We appreciate you. Have a great week.
Bye, trainers.
Love you, Adam.
Love you too, Ken.